Hey folks, I don't have a ton of time today. I just wanted to make a super quick video to go over some of the amazing art from DACAD Draw a Character a Day event that's going on this month that all of you folks have been making. Yeah, I don't have a ton of time, so I'm not even gonna edit this video. We're just gonna do this just like in one take. We're not editing it at all, so if there's like a ton of like pauses or weird, you can already see it happening right here. So I apologize for that, but let's do this. Okay, so welcome aboard, folks. Here we are in the Discord Draw a Character a Day channel. If any of you want to get involved and participate in this, it is not too late. Just go onto the PCG Discord and submit your artworks. Every day, Solomon the Fish PCG in this DACAD 2023 channel, he will reveal a new prompt. Yesterday's prompt is Ave. You can do that one, or you can go back and do some of the prompts that you have missed. So we're starting where we left off in my previous DACAD video. We're gonna cover some of the we're starting with Fungizoid. Fungizoid was an awesome prompt. He's sort of a fungus guy from Kurt's PCGs. Here we have Salman's amazing take. Fungizoid jamming it out. He says it's got all this sparkly stuff. He's like jamming to disco ball. Super awesome. Super Fungizoid. I mean, like, this is Fungizoid to a T. Salman just really nailed it. Epic Worlds PCG also got an awesome Fungizoid. I love the whatchamacallit, boombox. That's the word I'm looking for. Boombox. And the donut. Cause yeah, Fungizoid would totally be rocking out with a donut in hand. HMB Tiger just got a really beautiful, like, you know, like colored pencil Fungizoid. I just love the really big eye. The coloring is just really good. This is just a really striking image as well. We're getting to some really good awesome ones on Fungizoid. Mine is not as good as you can see. It does not look as good as the other ones, but I just wanted to play off the fact that in like Salman's version and in HMB's version, the one eye is getting bigger and bigger than the other one. So I wanted to take that even to the extreme and make it like dominate the entire image. Sam also got, you know, another Fungizoid jamming out to the disco ball. You can see that Fungizoid is just kind of a fun. Oh, and he included the fungus zone sign as well. That is really cool. So yeah, you can see that Fungizoid is just kind of this like fun guy, and that's what sort of the fun part of the fun of these DACAD events. You're learning about obscure PCG characters that we wouldn't have otherwise known about. So the next prompt here we have Super Bard. Sam's starting off strong with Super Bard. Like, what, he's like running a race with this guy? Is this guy like, or is he running after him? He's chasing him because this guy's like stealing some gold? The Super Bard issue 3, PCG Comics. Yeah, so it's like a comic book cover. That's awesome. Via has her own version of Super Bard here. He's just kind of chill, just like strumming on his, you know, whatever that's called, that instrument is called. Yeah, just super chill, super nice. I really like the watercolor, like sort of just kind of like calm, you know, pastel kind of colors of Via's arts. She also submitted her own Fungizoid, and this is a huge divergence from the other Fungizoids we've seen, because check that out. Look at the it's like so cute and innocent, like a baby. We've never seen Fungizoid like this. All our other Fungizoids are just super jamming out, you know, like giant eye, you know, music, donut. But here we've got, you know, aw, look at that, look how cute. I really like that one. She also did her own version of Zach. Yeah, wait, no, yeah, that was the right side. Hey, folks, PCG you later. Yeah, yes. I just took my take on Super Bard. I wanted to do like a play on like Super Bard as Superman kind of thing, like him flying over the world. Like, I think that was in Man of Steel. Superman does that. He kind of like flies over the world with his arms out like this, kind of doing the you know, the religious imagery kind of thing going on. But like, yeah, I just thought it would be fun to make a play on that. He's, of course, hovering over the world of Grizel, so I included the moon Grand Grizel, which was in Chris's recent PCG anniversary special too. Super awesome. Okay, so our next prompt we had was Leet. I'm pretty sure Sam is the only one who took it on, unfortunately. So if you folks out there want to take on your own version of Leet, I would love to see it. But Leet is the main character from Kurt's classic PCG Spaceballs. Here he is, Leet the movie. I love it already. He's like walking away from a giant explosion. He's not even looking at the explosion. He's too cool for that. That's Leet to a T right there. Leetman, Cleania Batora, Woobis, a bird. Oh my god, so epic. I want to watch this movie so badly. so awesome. So we Chris submitted one for who was this again? Was this me? Yeah, that's me. You suck, Chris. You suck. For those not in the know, XS is short for Zach Sucks, and which is factually incorrect. Chris is the actual one who sucks. So really, we should disqualify that entry right here and right now. So Sam catching up with his entry on an 8-ball. I will rip you to shreds. Dude, 8-balls are the worst. Like, this is an accurate quote, because they will rip you to shreds. They are the worst. So I'm just gonna give that a like right now. Oh, check it out, Solomon's take on Super Bard. Yeah! Super Bard just rocking out. Yeah, I mean, like, I love how there's so many different directions you can go with this. You know, he's a musician, he likes to entertain people, but you can have like a, because he's super, you can go the Superman route, you can go him being a chill musician just drumming out, or you could go he's rocking out on his, like, it's the same exact instrument as we've seen in other takes, but yeah, I just really like this version, and I really like how many possibilities there are with each character. You can take them in so many different directions. Let's see, we've got another 8-ball. This one is by me. I just wanted to make him like super evil. I was trying to go for a sense of motion, so I did this whole like blurring thing and just like lots of blood, like he's just ripped somebody apart, because this is my experience of 8-balls. Whenever I've played PCGs, they just, like, I've been ripped apart by 8-balls. More times than probably anyone else in the PCG community. Like, by far, by a mile. I, like, 8-balls, like, oh my god. Like, the very first appearance of 8-balls, let me tell you, like, Zack to the Future, that PCG was freaking evil, and I died. Like, you don't understand. I spent months, like, every time I would hang out with Keith and Kurt, I would come over to their house and play that game, and I could not get past the same screen. I was just dying to the same 8-ball over and over, and you don't understand. You don't understand. Like, there's a different level of awareness that comes from just having been murdered so many times by 8-balls. Anyway, we're moving on. Our next prompt was Marshmallow Man. This is a character I think created by one of Epic's friends. But yeah, this is awesome. Check this out. Marshmallow Man rocking the flames. That is super daring, because you know what happens to a marshmallow if you put it in flames, right? So yeah, I'd say this is pretty risky. This is pretty risky, but super cool because of that. This guy's got to have some guts. Via coming in with her own version of 8-balls because, you know, she just really does not like 8-balls. Or, well, really, she just doesn't like apes in general. Like, Via is, like, super into animals. She just, like, loves animals of any kind. But, like, yeah, apes for some reason she just does not like. So, she made me just, like, obliterating an 8-ball as revenge for all the times they've killed me. So, I can definitely, for reasons you can imagine, I can definitely appreciate this picture. We've got this awesome, like, super cool, colorful art of Marshmallow Man by Epic Worlds. This just really reminds me of the art from, like, one of the Dark Knight Strikes Again comics. Like, it looks really good, like, you know, borderline professional. I just really like the usage of color, the expression on his face. Super, super cool. We've got a super evil 8-ball. Oh man, like, ugh, these freaking 8-balls. And we've got his take on Super Bard as well. We've got a, yeah, he's just like jamming out to all the music. He's like, you know, dun-dun. Awesome. I don't know what it's exactly in the reference to, but it has vibes of like Action Comics #1, the original Superman comic. Super cool. Here's my take on Marshmallow Man. I just wanted to make him like super cool, like in a battle pose. I kind of like this one. I feel like this is better than my Fungazoid. I like the pose. I like the starry background that makes it, you know, sort of more dramatic. I wish I had like sort of added shading to the bottom of this, but I feel like I made this one in a hurry for whatever reason. I don't remember, but yeah, I still just really like this one a lot. Via made an awesome take on the farmer. I really like the pastel colors. It really fits, like him, you know, just holding up the rake, you know, in the farmer's market. Super, super cool. Like Via, like I'm really enjoying like the consistent pattern of Via's, you know, arts. They're all just really chill. They all have a style to them. Like it's her own like vision of the PCG universe, sort of. And then like I got a lot of praise for this one. This is my take on the farmer. Chris said like this is the most epic I've ever seen the farmer looking, and yeah, it is super epic. But although on the other hand, he's not really doing anything super epic. It's just like a low camera angle and tilted, and he's just like, you know? I mean, he could just be complaining that, like, you know, his seed isn't growing, you know, or like he can't get his crops to grow or whatever. But, like, from this camera angle, it just looks super dramatic. But, yeah, for those not in the know, the farmer is a classic character from the original PCGs. He is... You know, he's a farmer. He was originally from like the Middle Ages, but through time travel he came forward to the present day. But now he's moved to the alternate universe where it's like the Middle Ages again. So, you know, his life has kind of come full circle in some respects. Or at least it's a primitive alternate universe that he lives in now. Anyway, here's his farm. Here's like the giant vine that we saw in PCG Anniversary Special 2 that was growing from his farm that he can't perceive. So it's like the green bubble stuff. But yeah, I had a lot of fun drawing this one. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. It just looks really cool. Via made her own Marshmallow Man. Oh no, he's worried about hot chocolate. Oh no. What happens to a marshmallow when you put it in hot chocolate? I feel for this guy, you know, because like he wants the hot chocolate because it's tasty, but oh god, he's a marshmallow. Oh, and the result. Oh no. Siren the Elf coming in here with the epic one, and just by pure chance, it just, well, maybe not by pure chance, maybe he's responding to Via's. Yeah, I think it looks like he is responding to Via's. So this is what happens next. That is awesome. That is so cool. I love the synergy here. This is just like the best thing ever. Yeah, so our DACAD number 14, our next prompt is Mustache Man. For those not in the know, Mustache Man is a character from a nightmare Chris had when he was a kid. He has since worked his way into a few PCGs where he's a boss of the company, which is really, really cool. But yeah, like this one by Corduroy. Who even is Corduroy? Do I know who Corduroy is? Well, either way, awesome entry by Corduroy. I'm gonna give that one a like as well. Yeah, like this guy is. I mean, I'd say this captures the nightmare version of like Mustache Man perfectly, because like Mustache Man is supposed to be like Chris, like the original nightmare was Chris remembered this guy with just like a giant mustache chasing him, and you could never get away. It's one of those, you know, you're stuck in honey kind of dreams, and so this just captures it. I don't even think Corduroy knew that that's where he was from. I assume. I don't know what Corduroy was thinking. But yeah, like the black and the white color scheme, of course, is probably referencing like the original, the image of him from, like, if you look up on the wiki, like Mustache Man. Let's see, yeah. If you look him up on the wiki, yeah, like, because this is how I used him in my PCG Zuvak: The Life and Times of a Clown on a Stick. So because I was going for that like black and white color scheme, but corduroy just made it look freaking amazing. I just love the way that looks. Super cool, super creepy, and perfectly captures the nightmare aspect as well. So on the fish, with it like really taking the mustache to another level. Yes, I love this. Yeah, like this is an accurate size representation of Mustache Man. I think that's like, you know, going in the same sort of direction as like I did with the giant eye for Fungizoid, only I think this is probably a better use of it. Like, Salman just does incredible work in all of his arts. Here, Via has her own take on Mustache Man, and once again, Via, you know, with like the unique take, like going in the different direction from everyone else, because, you know, once again with her awesome like sort of pastel watercolor kind of style, but she's made him kind of like nice, you know, like this is the only Mustache Man that, you know, sees the good part of him, you know, like it still has the big mustache, although obviously not nearly as big as the last one, but yeah, like but yeah, he just seems kind of jolly, super kind of nice. And I don't think we've ever seen Mustache Man like that. So this is like sort of like a new direction to go with Mustache Man, but you know, like any person has good sides to them, you know? Like everyone has a moment where they're happy about something or amused about something, or, you know, like was nice to someone for a moment, you know? Well, I mean, maybe not everyone, maybe not Hitler, I don't know. But, you know, I don't know, like it's nice to bring out like other parts of a character. So our next prompt was JokeBot. JokeBot is like a bot like a robot who gets in your way and tells jokes. Or no, not tells jokes, I'm sorry. Like, you have to tell him a joke and then he'll get out of your way. He's blocking your path until you tell him a joke and then he gets out of your way. So I was the first one in with a take on JokeBot. I'm really happy with this one. It's just he's here with his joke books, like epic jokes, absurd jokes, 101 best jokes. I think this one was like, let me see, it's like quantum, mathematically perfect jokes. Yes, I like that one. But yeah, we've got the soda can here as well and the pizza. So I drew him all sketchy because it's like he's drugged out, but instead of drugs, it's like joke books. It says, at the end, even the strongest jokes couldn't satisfy JokeBot. Only then did he realize too late he has a problem. I really had fun with that one. I'm like, this is one of my favorite ones I've done. Like, along with like probably the farmer for this DACAD. Like, I feel like this is a good one. But then again, on the other hand, it is kind of similar to one of the ones I did in the previous DACAD for Pinchzoid Crabicus, so I don't know. Regardless, let's see, we've got a few in from Epic Worlds. We have Red, which is like the Among Us character, who is from an Among Us PCG, I think by one of Epic's friends, which is, yeah, looks like Among Us Red. Looks cool. I'm liking the color, I'm liking the reflection in the visor. I don't know who that is in the background, but cool. We've got a JokeBot by Epic Worlds. Looks awesome. He looks. I like this sort of contrast. Like at first he's like, his face is kind of silly and jovial, but then in the background it's sort of like a dark and menacing kind of background. I really like that. Ooh, and a Mercado coin. Hey, sweet. We've got what was the name of this guy? Yikes, I can't remember. It was. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, was it like Joe the Minion or something like that? Joe the Minion, I think, from one of Epic's friends' PCGs. Obviously, he's one of the minions from like the movie Minions and like, you know, Despicable Me. But like, yeah. So this one looks cool. I don't know what else to say about it. It's like, it's minion-y. It's like, I like the dark background. I like the white highlights. Awesome take. And Epic's take on Mustache Man. Oh, the despair when the shadow insulted Mustache Man about his mustache. Oh, poor Mustache Man. Oh, you feel for him. I love that. You know, I love the different takes. Like, you know, because we saw Corduroy with his like terrifying mustache man. We saw Via with her, you know, sort of like jovial mustache man. But we have another one where you know, we just feel for him. You know, he's probably still evil, like, but we're like, I love the dark shadow in the background indicating like the sort of like the darkness like filling his soul. You know, I just want to sing like, hello darkness, my old friend. Oh man, this is awesome. And as always, I just love, you know, how many different directions you can go with a character. This is my take on Pride. This was the next prompt. I think I'm the only one who took this one on. Pride is like a Umbrian, like shadow person version of Zuvak, created by Pierre for PCG Exile, which is an awesome epic character. But yeah, I just took a pretty straightforward version of it. This is kind of what he looks like, just like a shadowy kind of clown on a sticky kind of face. He's got the shadowy hair, he's got the mask, which is what tethers him to this world. And yeah, I was just going for some shadowy, like, I don't know, like white balls of light hanging in the air, like there's something supernatural going on. I don't know. Nothing super special to say about that. This next prompt is Zachamer von Jetelny Whistle. He is he's like a mixed version of myself and Fog Whistle from Ghosts. This is from PCG Anniversary Special 2. It's from like one of the screens where like reality had been scrambled, so like two characters got mixed, and that's why you have Zachamer von Jetelny Whistle. He's just a severed head who's still being kept alive in a jar that's hanging from a wire, and you have to try to escape. And he's just like kind of a concerned look in his eye. This looks really cool. I really like the color in the green as well. Here we got Via's take on Jokebot. This is super awesome. We you know, and mind you, folks, just remember, you can at any point come in and take your own, do your own takes on any of these characters. Like, it is never too late to get involved. But yeah, I love this. Like, like he's trying to do a comedy show. It's like, hey guys, I'm Jokebot. I can just imagine it. And yeah, once again, you know, like I'm really liking the pastel watercolor style of Via. Like, I love how consistent she is, like doing the same thing over and over again. That's tough to do, and I like she's doing a great job, like interpreting all these characters in her sort of style. Our next prompt is Dino from Kurt's Classic PCG Spaceballs. This is an awesome Dino by Multi-Paper Games. We have, yeah, just like, this looks just like Dino, but with awesome art. You've got some nice shading on the wings here. Like, he really captures his expression, you know? Dino is like this dinosaur that, like, I was trying to save on a spaceship, and then I failed to save him, and then he like wants to get revenge on you later, and he keeps coming back and getting, like, throughout the game at different points, and just getting like angrier and angrier over time. Here's Via's take on Dino. He's like, roar. She really likes dinosaurs, and this is the first non-watercolor one she's done. It's still her like general like art style, but you know, without color. But I really like, you know, the art on the mouth especially. I think that just looks really cool. So our next prompt is the Ogre from The Ogre and the Princess. Here's Epic World's take on the Ogre and the Princess. I like how you put the photo of himself like drawing it. That's cool. But yeah, he's like, he's got the apple he's holding. That is pretty cool. Like, it's like he captured a moment right before, you know, the ogre solves a puzzle, or like, I don't know, tricks an enemy or something like that. Like, judging by the expression on his face. It just seems really cool. We've also got his take on Dino looking even more evil with those, you know, giant horns. Super, super cool. At some point, I'm gonna have to come back and like do all the prompts I missed, because I've missed a bunch. I didn't do Dino. I didn't do Zachamer von Jetelny Whistle. I gotta just like really catch up on this stuff seriously, so I'm gonna try to do that before the end of the month. Y'all folks should as well. But yeah, so here's my take on the Ogre. I made the Ogre as like a science professor. In his later years, the Ogre decided to finally follow his passion, and his passion for physics. He lived happily ever after. So he's like a physics professor now. He's got like a book on quantum physics. he's got like a space poster in the background. He's wearing his like suit shirt and his glasses, even though he still has the scar from, you know, his adventuring years. And of course, he's got a photo of the princess and their like baby, who like she's carrying their baby. So yeah, like I don't know. Like, not, like this one isn't like super amazing or brilliant or anything, but I just kind of like every now and then I just kind of like it's a little different than you would expect from an ogre, right? Like when you think an ogre and you think his ending, you don't think of him becoming a physics professor, right? So it's a little bit of a defiance of expectation. It's just kind of chill, you know, just kind of hanging out, you know, like living his best life, you know. So that's cool to see. Via's take on, by the way, this is her character, the ogre, and the princess, and he's like, "Princess, you changed your hair." Oh, this is, like, and once again, it's black and white. Her hair is the only thing that's colorful, so I wonder if that's why she changed her hair. Super cool. So our next prompt is Albert Buttocksthorn. He's a dog from Paula's PCG diner. You might know Paula as like Susie Gordon. I think she's commented on some of my videos, but yeah. Here's Via's take on Albert Buttocksthorn, because like, you know, judging by the name, she quite clearly took the name a bit literally. But yeah, here's Epic's take on Albert Buttocksthorn. So Albert Buttocksthorn is like the dog, but he had this whole tragic backstory in Diner. Here's Albert as the Statue of Liberty for some reason. That's awesome. Like the shading, love the composition, love the idea. Like, I would never have thought of him as the Statue of Liberty. That is so cool. Our next prompt, we've got Earth Scientist B. Wayne. So for those not in the know, this is from my dad's comics on the Perfect One, which is like a PCG comic series. And my dad has a bunch of like scientists who are trying to stop the Perfect One from taking over the Earth or whatever. And one of those scientists is just Earth Scientist like B. Wayne. So we never find out what his full first name is, but it's implied to be like Bruce Wayne, you know, like Batman. So in the comics, he is actually wearing the hood and the cape, you know, and the cowl. So yeah, like Salman, you know, with the cape, but like wearing like a lab coat under it. I love it. So it's like not exactly Batman. This is what he wears to work, you guys. He doesn't. It's not like he's a scientist by day and like Batman by night. No, this version of Bruce Wayne, or B. Wayne, whatever you want to call him, he's both Batman, or at least wears a bat cape and cowl all the time, and is a scientist, which I think is super awesome. I wanted to, you know, take this concept a bit further. So like, or like at least highlight the contrast between the scientist aspect and the Batman aspect. So I made like this one. It's like basically based on the poster for Batman Begins. Let me see if I can show that to you real fast. Batman Begins poster. Let's see where. Yeah, that one. You see what I'm talking about? Let me make this bigger. I know I really need to be editing this video, but you know, I'm quite clearly not doing that. But yeah, you can see what I mean, right? You like, yeah, it's like the same basic composition over there. Yeah, I was going for that, but with him wearing like his scientist shirt and jeans, and that's basically all it is. I was trying to like make lights for the buildings and stars and the moon like kind of behind him. So I kind of like it, but I feel like it is kind of a bit too busy. I feel like it might be a bit too much, but still, I still like the composition here. But yeah. And then like our next prompt was zombies, so like based on Salman the Fish PCG zombies from Project Z. So although I guess it's just zombie, so you can just draw any zombie really. But yeah, I drew like, this is sort of like based on Salman's zombies, but I put him on the moon, so it's a moon zombie. I don't know. I just wanted to do something. I just kind of got it out, but yeah. I don't know why he's on the moon. That's just what popped into my head. I don't know what to tell you. That's what I drew. Our next prompt is Johnson. He's like, he has 6 arms, but they don't work. They're all like paralyzed, but he has acrobatic talents and he uses his nose to peck buttons as well. But here's Epic's take on him, and he's like, my hands, they're working. Oh, such a happy ending for Johnson. He finally got his hands back, yeah, which is really cool. Oh, I really like this one. And this is his take on Zombie, I believe. But man, that looks super epic. That looks way better than mine, because like I love this like texturing on the zombie. That looks really, really cool. And, like how you can see inside, like with the like the spinal cord, really, and like I don't know, the lighting inside. Like it just looks really, really cool. This whole picture, like it's just really well done. Sam with the mega upload. Check this out. We've got Johnson as the actual Spider-Man. Oh ho! We've got Zombie. I really like this one a lot. This is a really cool like composition. It's like really, really yeah, I mean, this is probably a take on like a classic zombie photo, I imagine. But like I'm not sure what it's from, but like I love the neon green outline on the hand. Like I don't know, I just really like this one. It's really cool. Not sure, is that like Earth Scientist B. Wayne? I don't know, but like that's a cool idea. Like I like using the negative space like that. Derpy Dog? I don't even know who that is. We've got Via's Ogre and the Princess. Like he's playing sports? Oh, that makes sense, because like he's so big, he'd be great in sports. That's awesome. We've got I assume that's Dino. Just flying over the landscape, super cool. Jokebot telling some jokes on stage. Once again, going in that direction, that's awesome. We've got Grand Fresnel, like kind of like I think this is like we're seeing him from like his face would be looking that way, so I assume that's like his mouth. Oh wait, no, maybe he's upside down and these are his eyes and this is his mouth. That's really cool. I really like a different angle on Grand Fresnel. Super cool. Red. This is really cool. This matches Among Us really well. Like I like the shading. I like the this is just like, I mean, I'm liking Sam's, like they're just like very simple artworks, but like a lot of them are just like really effective as well. They're just really cool. We've got Mustache Man once again going with the black and white aesthetic, really cool. Yeah, Joe the Minion once again, super cool. Like going for like a Minions poster kind of thing. Our next prompt is the Inquisitor from My PCGs. Epic makes her evil, and he's like, Mark. Oh, mercy. He's saying mercy. Oh man, yeah, awesome. Like once again, I'm liking the texturing in this. I'm liking reinterpreting her as evil because she certainly has a scary kind of form. I have to show you what the Inquisitor like actually looks like. Because she's supposed to be like a normal person, but like she's just like an alien like body. Yeah, she is kind of scary. Like she is scary looking, you know? Because she's got this like weirdly shaped body. She has wings, so she kind of hovers, but then like this long neck with like a human head. And like that's just her species. She's just like a normal person. But yeah, like Epic has like reinterpreted her to be just like way more evil, like with the giant like Medusa tongue or whatever. Which like really plays into her. Like she is intimidating. Like she's not just a normal person. She's like she's the person who like interrogates, you know, criminals. She's like a police interrogator basically. So yeah, like like this is how a criminal would see her probably. So yeah. Here we've got this one, which is, wait, who is that? Who is that exactly? Let's go into the regular DACAD. Oh, it's Ave. Yeah, because like Ave is one of the bosses from Anstari's PCG's Tenebris. Classic villain. Super awesome. So yeah, Ave is a boss that can control blizzards. She's an ice ape and the last of her kind. She has a second form which she turns into an angry Ave can freeze people with a single touch. Man, that makes me feel like there's a story behind this. She's the last of her kind, like, and she's an ice ape. Is that her kind, the ice apes? Man, like there could be a whole story about the ice apes. I'm very curious to learn what the deal with the ice apes is. But yeah, all these characters would like, what I hope is that people will like take inspiration from this to make, you know, PCGs or PCG comics or stories, you know, based on some of these characters in DACAD. Like that's one of the fun things about DACAD is we're taking all these sort of obscure PCG characters and doing new things on them, taking new spins on them, you know, taking them in new directions, and which is awesome because a lot of these characters don't really get much done with them. This character has only been in one PCG that I'm aware of, for example, and you know, a lot of them are only used by one person or in one context, so it's really awesome for us to get into doing more with each other's characters, and, you know, finding these obscure characters within the PCG universe and the PCG multiverse, and, you know, sort of do more with them. And I think that is really, really awesome. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got to show you folks for today. Yeah, like, once again, I apologize. I'm not going to edit this one at all. I have to get to work, you guys. I have to finish a full, like, 25-minute show for work, so I've got a lot to do this week, so I don't have time to do any, like, proper videos. I apologize for that, but hopefully this will tide you over. Hopefully it's not too terrible without the editing. Sorry about that, but yeah, thanks for watching. You folks are the best as always, and PCG you later.